Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Mythgard in Middle-earth. My name is Corey Olsen, the Tolkien professor, joined as always by my friend Gryfflet, who looks up through the rain of fire at this fortress in Talath Urui, which I don't even know what it's called. Which one is this? Where are we? What's happening? This is Naerband, right? This is Naerband. I can't even see it. It's so obscured by quest things now. Whatever that is down here. I think it was in the initial fortress and then Naerband behind it. Oh yeah, right, because there's like the little town in the foreground and then there's Naerband is the fortress behind it or something like that. Anyway, we are prepared. Gryfflet is ready to make his next step. I'm pretty excited by Gryfflet's progress here. Right, we finished Udun, we finished Doromarth, we finished Lingris, and now we're working our way down Talath Urui. We've come down to this central location down here at the bottom, heading over towards Nargothrond, which is where we'll end it, and that's where I think the epic quest was taking us next. We're now a significant portion of the way through the Talath Urui story, but it's just heating up, right? I think we're finally getting to the Stone Maiden story, which is the part of it that I was really looking forward to. And then we will continue up into Akhrûn and then be done with Mordor. So we're getting there. We're making some serious progress here. And I'm excited about that. So that's where we are. This is, of course, me reminding myself as much as reminding you. We're here in the southern lava fields around Orodir and Mount Doom. But yeah, glad to be back with you guys. I was at Mythmoot last week. I hope some of you got to see my Mythmoot stream, which was fun. We did some tourism. Got to see some stuff. That was really cool, including Mordor. The people wanted to see Mordor in Mount Doom. So I accidentally went to Mount Doom in the Second Age, and I was like, actually, hang on, that's cool. Let's look at it in the Second Age, and then the First Age, and then the Third Age. Fourth, technically. So that was fun. But as I recall, we are helping Nurn. Where did the nice lady go? She's vanished. The one who gave me my quests. Well, that's all right. So what are we doing? We are, we're going to be scouting Naerband organically, hopefully. And we still have one Fumarole and one Grim each to defeat, though that will come in the fullness of time. Needless to say, we have lost lore pages to discover. It was one of the funny things when I was... So I was using Wigand, my guardian character, to do the field trip at Mythmoot, and he kept running past pages, and I was like, I had to resist the compulsion, because most of them were ones that Gryfflet's already found, like the ones up in Doromarth, on the pathway up to the Cracks of Doom, but anyway, it was cool. I was just noticing when you're not looking for them, they're like lying all over the place. But anyway, so Gryfflet's going to get the pages, obviously. We're going to... Then we have these specific Help the Nurnhoth quests. We're collecting supplies and rations. We're defeating foes and destroying shackles, which is great. A little Lathian action, right? Way of Lathian, release from bondage. We're collecting keys. I guess we have to kill orcs to do that, right? We pry the keys off their corpses, something like that. The gates of Naerband, yeah, we're just going in. So yeah, all right. So that's what we're gonna do. Now that I'm remembering I know where we are, and also these dudes are only 3 levels behind me, so I can keep on leveling. I don't have to it's interesting. We're coming to a part of Mordor where the level increase of the landscape is increasing actually faster than I'm leveling even as a completionist, which is interesting. It's had not happened for a long time. And also, of course, needless to say, I'm hoping for some cosmetic matching going on. I'm now currently wearing this mist match, like this cool casual leisure suit green breastplate with like my navy blue and black or black and gold kind of, pointy armor on shoulders, head, and hands, and snappy red boots, right? So I'm all over the place. Like I need some cosmetic unity here. This is becoming painful even to me. And so what do I have? I've got the Pathfinder boots. Those are my snappy red boots. And then I've got the Pathfinder gauges, which nicely don't match them at all, which is not, it seems, as it should be. But why aren't they red? Come on, how hard is that? And then what my leisure suit is, that's the Hauberk of the Towers, right? They chill in the towers. Not exactly a leisure suit, more kimono, I suppose. Yes, my kimono of the towers. And then I'm still Conqueror's camels and expeditionary helmet. I'm all over the place. I got barely 2 matches here. So I'm hoping that the Nurnhoth can help me with my sartorial problem. This place seems to be a staging area for bringing captured prisoners into Naerband. Okay, no, I thought maybe that was my scouting Naerband. What was... Oh, no, that was just the Gates of Naerband quest. Okay, now I've got just to complete those other quests. And defeat some Gate-wardens. Okay. Complete for the oppressed, got that one. Freeing the Nurn-hoth, got that one. Breaking the chains, got that one. Okay, so I just have to complete those 3 and defeat 2 Gate-wardens. So let me make sure to remember to do that. That's a patroller. Was that guy a Gate-warden? No, he's just a patroller too. Okay. All right, I'll keep my eye out for Gate-wardens. I assume they're going to be appropriately and accurately labeled, right? Like these guys don't actually, in fact, count. No. Apparently they might have keys for the freeing quest. But I assume I'll have opportunities to fight them. Okay, here we are. Okay, we've got little stone hovels. We've got clearly Gondorian architecture. Interesting. Okay. Here, let me just do a little test here. A little test of the system. Okay. Oh, I have a defeat foes? Oh, that's in Breaking the Chains. Oh, well, see there. Glad I did. So I have to defeat foes, right? Which, again, should come in the fullness of time. And collecting keys off of orcs, and he had one. So, excellent. All right. Okay. Let's see. We have rolling cages. That can't be good. Oh, man. Yeah, see, I'm going to get spotted a lot on account of I'm only 3 levels higher than these guys. And needless to say, the Berserker dudes are a little tougher. Okay, does he have a key? Yes, he does. All right. Well, that's good at least. Gorgoth artifact. I assume this is a scholar thing? How do they look, by the way? I was just going to see what kind of iconography they're using. Generic, so it's not like... I was wondering if they would make these look like ancient Gondorian chests or something. That would be cool. But whatever, okay, I'm not picky. Okay. Okay, we got skirmishers over here. And a small chest, which being left totally unattended. I mean, come on. Hard to be a burglar and pass that up. And here I'm going to remember to get that right out of my loot so that I don't forget it. And here we go. All right, so we're looking around. We're not finding... Oh, shackles! Oh. Here I was kind of assuming I'd be breaking the shackles off of people. But we're just being preemptive, right? We're like, this is a shackle that may someday be used to shackle a person. So, the goal is not only to free the individual people themselves, but to make it so that when they want to shackle somebody, they're looking all around and they're like, hey, where's the shackle? Now, these are, excuse me, whom are you whipping precisely? Oh, these are goblins. Should I be worried about that? I mean, the Gosh High are being mean. Oh, that's an orc too. Okay. So what, that's a purely internal matter? None of my affair? I just kind of leave them to it? Yeah, JJ, hopefully they don't notice the broken shackles soon enough to, like, make more in preparation. Right? I do have to say, it seems rather a quixotic plan, right? To be like, I shall break every shackle that I find, and, you know, such that when they find, like, when they want to enslave somebody and they can't find any shackles to hand, then, you know, they'll just, like, give up and wander away, basically. Be like, oh, well, I guess we have to let this person free on account of, you know, for lack of a shackle. Hey, that's a fun phrase to say. For lack of a shackle. They were, exactly. Never mind, you're free to go. That's exactly it. I think that's, and that's an adorable plan. Okay, so now we have a leader here. And, hey, get out of the way. He does not count. He's a foe, and he also might have a key, but he doesn't count as one of those warden people. All right, see, I've got to get this guy because he's guarding the shackle. Oops, totally hit the wrong key. That's okay. That would have been easier if I'd hit the right key, but not a problem. Okay. Good, good. Exactly. We're making them lack shackles. That's it. That's it. And potentially, one could argue that some of these shackles are rather lackluster anyway. That's the right button. Oh, that's so much easier. Okay. How are we doing? I've got 4 keys now. Oh, making strong progress here. How many shackles was that? How many shackles do they lack? Ah, they're now lacking 5 shackles. Well, that'll teach them. However, I'm not paying particularly close attention to, like, where I am. Ooh. Whoa. Look at that gate. So normally they content themselves with just putting evil-looking black horns on Gondorian architecture, but here we've corrected a whole, we've constructed, that is, a whole new gate mechanism. Look at that, the towers from scratch, the gate from scratch, some fell beast statues to really bring it home. 3, like, Nazgul-esque statues. Whole bunch of stuff going on there on the inside. Oh, look, man. I'm trying to admire the architecture. Would you please? If you would only enter into the spirit of things, Mr. Gosh High Leader. But then again, you do give me the opportunity to say Gosh High, so, you know, it's hard to stay mad. Okay. 5 foes. Oh, he didn't even have a key. What a loser. Okay. All right. Oh, wait. Hang on. There's somebody over there. I got to sneak around the back of that particular tent. All right. Hang on. All right. I'll get this. There are a lot of... Oh, no. That's a scholar chest, right? Where was that guy? I saw the yellow... Is he in there? Hang on. There he is. Hey, dude. How do I go about setting you free? Can I don't have a quest for that yet. Hang tight till I get the quest. I'll probably come around and free you at that point, I think is the plan. I'm just supposed to defeat foes, destroy shackles, collect supplies, of which I found precious few so far. 1, in fact, and collect keys. Okay. All right, hang tight. Maybe when I have the keys, I can come back and set you free. And break your shackles at the same time. Maybe. Well, we'll see. Maybe I'm getting greedy. I don't know. Okay. All right. I'm just getting greedy with the boxes here now, though. Look at this. I got so many crafting bundles that I'm like probably never going to use, but you never know, right? Someday when I want to craft something, and that day may never come, but someday when I want to craft something, by golly, I will have the supplies to do it. The whole crafting system just plays with almost cruel directness into my like meanest pack rat nature. Yes, I'm one of those people like to whom my wife is always saying, you're never going to actually use that. You don't need to save it. I do that. I'm guilty. Okay. More oppressed orcs, which we may or may not come back to. Oh, sorry. I thought I was already stealthed there. Must have missed the cooldown. Okay. But he had a key. So there we go. Now I've got keys. Now I get to free the Nurnhoth. Okay. So let me see. Where was that guy? Was he over here? Where's my friend the Nurnoth? Yeah. He was over here. Okay. I had a key before, but I had an insufficient number of keys. So apparently I have to have all the keys, and then I can set all the Nurnoth free, assuming that there are fewer than, that there are no more than 5. Okay. There we go. Great. Let's see. So we're making progress on everything. Man, just corroded small chests everywhere. What's a burglar to do? Okay. Some more rations. That's great. Hang on. Go ahead and stealth. I know. Cool down. I have to admit, okay, like I'm so spoiled. My favorite class boost from my my legendary items is stealth speed. Like that is the fact that I can now basically proceed in stealth as fast as running basically is my favorite. I can't love that enough. However, if there were one further buff that I would like, you know, sort of skill buff that I'd give myself, it'd be like to reduce the cooldown on stealth even further, basically. JJ says, any key can simply unlock any lock, but each key can only be used once. Mordor has fallen to Hyrule. Yeah, it's exactly like that. I am not a very experienced Zelda player, but I've played enough to get that reference. Okay. Yes, they are disposable master keys, I think is what's happening here. Okay. Nice of them to have some of those corroded chests just there as a bonus, you know. Okay. I'm not sure I'm being terribly systematic in this courtyard here. It's all these little areas are kind of running together in my head, and I've not been perfectly systematic in my, playing it out. Okay. Got any rations in there? Yeah. Okay. All right. So my first layer of quests is just for, because I'm not inside I'm still kicking around here in, what is it called? I can't even read it. Orodir? Is that what it's called? Before I get into the fortress itself. Now, since it is given a Sindarin name, with a Sindarin form, you know what I haven't found? I haven't found any of those gate dudes. I don't think I've missed them. I think they haven't been here yet. Were there some supplies in here? Yes, there are. Oh, now I get to set these other orcs free and see how that goes. Oh, they don't even notice. Okay. Nobody cares. Nobody takes any interest over the freeing of the orc captives, even the orc captives themselves. So, okay. That's interesting. Yeah, because I still haven't gone through those gates. I guess that's Naerband itself? Yeah. Okay, so it looks like, therefore, what I'm seeing here is that all of this outer area is the old Gondorian structure. And Naerband seems to be a built-from-scratch, honest-to-goodness Mordor structure, which there have been comparatively few of. It's been fairly uncommon that we have seen from-scratch Sauron-era construction in Mordor. It's been... Most of the fortresses have been repurposed Gondorian structures. But this is interesting, not only in that it has a freestanding Mordor structure immediately next to a Gondorian structure, but the Gondorian structure has been taken over for use as like a town, almost. Right? Whereas the fortress, instead of using the Gondorian works as a fortress, they're using it as like their camp, essentially. And then the fortress lies within or behind or whatever. And that's interesting because it relates to the question, JJ, I think it was you that asked this ages ago, back when I was still in Udun. Like, why do we think that, like, are we supposed to understand that the Gondorian construction was just, like, superior, and that's why it got kept? And I think the answer to that is yes. I mean, Minas Tirith, like the walls of Minas Tirith, think of Minas Tirith and Orthanc in particular as examples of, construction that the book invites us to view as just not only superior to other things, but totally unlike them in ways that is baffling to modern people. A Gate-warden. I found one. Ooh, I found two right next to each other. So what gate are you warding? You're warding the gate to, like, Naerband, right? Isn't that what's happening here? Hi. Am I fighting just you? Yes, I am. Well, that's kind of pleasant. I'm going to put on this skill here then, because that'll focus my... What was it called? Focus strikes, yeah. I'll focus my strikes, as it were. Oh, good. So I can stealth each one of you individually. That's nice. Oh, and a leader is wandering by just now? What a jerk. I'm telling you, that was so rude. I can't even. I can't even. Yeah, like, honestly. Mr. Khash, leader, you have the worst timing ever. And I don't approve. Okay. All right. So there we go. Right? That's what I needed. That's what I needed there. We're good. I'm going to get new boots. What? Come on. I don't need new boots. I already have boots. Oh, these are like non-red boots? Oh, I see. The reason they're red is that they're lithe. Well, you know, who doesn't like lithe boots? Oh, man. Seriously. The cosmetics are still in chaos. That's okay. But fortunately, I never complain. So what else do we need? What are we missing here? What's going on? For the oppressed. Which one is for the oppressed? Supplies and rations. Yeah. Okay, so I've got a ration to my left or something. Somewhere over in this general vicinity. I'm looking for rations. There's so many corroded small chests that, like, I keep missing other things. Okay, oh. Look at this. Going upstairs. Yeah, there's some rations up here, too. Hey, it's another gate warden. That gate warden is completely superfluous. Now, of course, they're everywhere. All right. Who needs you, Mr. Gate Warden? Not me. Oh, we can go inside. Let's go inside. Yeah, doesn't look like it goes anywhere big. You guys didn't even... Seriously, you're underutilizing this space. See, around here they just don't care. Superior Gondorian construction. Nah, it's just rubble heap. We're not even gonna keep rations or supplies in here. It's even got a roof. You're not even gonna bury your supplies and rations in rubble heaps. You know, like, you know, like the Dunedain do in their wisdom. Okay. Just corroded small chests as far as the eye can see. Right, there was the supplies that I already got. So what am I missing here? There's something straight in front of me here. What is it? Is there a supply chest in here I missed? No. Huh. Is it very cunningly concealed over here? No? Where is it? Is it upstairs and around the corner where I didn't go? Because it looks like it's right here, so maybe it's up here. Is there one over here? Oh, wait. Hang on. There's a little space back here. Can I get up there? There aren't supplies back here, are there? Hello? Any supplies or shackles or... What are those wooden things? Window shutters? What is that? Little closed over arrow slits? That's kind of what it looks like. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, no idea where that quest ring is trying to bring me. It seems like it might be around the corner over here, but... No. Y'all hiding anything in here? No, I already got that one. Gosh, I don't know. Well, I never did go through the gate that they're warding, but I feel like that is, yeah, the way to Naerband. Which one is that? Freeing the Nurnhoth? No. For the oppressed? No. Breaking the chains? No. What is that? Ah, it is freeing the Nurnoth. So there's a Nurnoth dude in there. Oh, well, let's go in then. The prison fortress must have been Sauron's chief jail in Gorgoroth. Really? Oh, so that's what they made. They made a jail. Huh. Okay. Pretty fancy. There's like a Nurnoth in here. Like one, apparently. Hi guys, just gonna sneak up here if you don't mind. Good, good. Oh no, this, oh, a page! Yes. It was all worth it.
So imagine my surprise when at last I thought I'd found my way out of all the flames and debris, and there Orodir was.
I am so looking forward to that story. Okay. I kind of wish it wouldn't read them when I first pick them up, because it's reading them out of sequence, and it's like they may contain spoilers. There should be warnings on the singed pages. So I guess this quest map, the freeing the Nurnhoth, is taking me to the door. Okay, fine. So let's go out then and finish, because obviously I didn't finish the other stuff. So let's finish the rest of the stuff in the outer town. We got to break more chains. We got to find more supplies. I got the keys. I got to see if there are other Nurnoth. So let me go towards a more target-rich environment over on the other side here. Okay. Am I getting closer? Yeah, I'm getting closer. Okay. What do we got? Got some shackles, got some... Again, so many artifact chests and corroded small chests that I'm all distracted. Oh, hey, a shackle. I need shackle tracking is what I need. Oh, come on, with the skirmisher too? It's just vexing. Come on over here and say that. No, that you're in my personal space and that makes me uncomfortable. Okay. We can work with this. Yes, I wish there was a different keystroke for quest items instead of just any interactable item too. Yes, that would help. And like the sparklies, right? Like look, I've always appreciated the sparklies. Ooh, what did I complete? Also, I wish it would show me, like highlight the one I just completed. Is this the one I completed? Allied to the Conquest of Gorgoroth? What is this? Tattered Doomfold parchments, huh? I hope I'm not collecting, like, food items. What do cooks do for... Like, are there, like, in the farming line... What is the Mordor level farming stuff for crafting? I've never gone that far with farming. I have a farmer or two among my alts, but... Right, but I mean, like, what crops? Are there Mordor-specific crops? Because I'm just, like, my mind is kind of shuddering back from that, if you see what I mean. Okay. My map suggests there are quest rings all over the place. Okay, there's one. All right, we've got some rations here. Okay, oh, good. I'm done with rations. And I only need, I still need 4 supplies. Okay, let's see. What do we have down here? Ah, a Nurnhoth. Marvelous. Okay, and that was my penultimate Nurnhoth. Great. Great. One more of them, 4 shackles and 4 supplies, and we're good to go. Okay, my map is convinced that there's another supply. Aha! Indeed, my map is only 2 correct in this instance. Okay, great, great. Okay, we're doing excellent. I think I'm going to head back north here. And we'll see what we can find up here. I'm just going to go through this doorway like a civilized person. Pretend I'm still in the Númenórean fortress? Stronghold? Settlement? I'm not totally sure what it was. I see. So the seeds and stuff that you get mostly come from the chests, and you just plant them. And no, I'm just like hoping it's not Mordor-themed food is the main thing, or wondering like how they would handle that at all. You know what I mean? It just seems it's Ithilien stuff. Okay, I see. Well, that makes plenty of sense. Okay. Excuse me, gentlemen. I've got to... Where'd the... Oh, the supplies are outside the gate. That's just annoying. Okay, hang on. I got to go around. I like this thing. Look at this little... It's like a hanging cage on wheels. It's even got a little step over here. I know it's like a foot to keep it in place, but... So it's like a hand cart for a single cage, but... It's got an extension unit at the top, so you can wheel around very tall and very skinny prisoners in that. It's like an Iron Maiden on wheels. It's like, come on, like that's kind of... I'm just imagining this thing in use, right? Like, who gets put in that with the extender? And because there aren't that many people that are that tall and that skinny. Aragorn, maybe. Maybe it's meant for him personally. And then you like kind of wheel him like a dolly, like on a moving dolly or something. Do you hitch something between the traces, or are these just handles? This is just a hand cart. Númenórean king cages. Yeah, exactly. Well, it was... you know, forward planning for them to build it. Just looking at the array of spiky bits around the top. impressive decoration on the roof here. Hey, all right. Orchideas has a lore question. All right. When did the Grey Company start to assemble? I always assumed that Galadriel started the initiative. Did all this happen while the company was in Lothlorien for a month? That's a great question, and I think so, yes. So remember that, okay, so the Grey Company, is, when the Grey Company arrives, in the book, of course, from a Lotro perspective, of course, we have to remember that we know nothing of the assembling of the Grey Company. Oh, look, I found that mother load of shackles. This must be the Shackle Shack. So I have tracked the Shackle Shack in order to back my attack. Yeah, so of course in Lotro we're used to like being intimately involved in the assembly of the Grey Company. But of course in the book we know nothing of it. We know nothing of it until they show up and meet with Aragorn and Rohan. But you'll remember at that time what Orchideas is obviously remembering is when they do show up. Remember the comment that Legolas and Gimli make to each other. They suspect that it was Galadriel who sent for Aragorn's kin. And they're like, why didn't we wish for some of our own folk? You've successfully defeated many foes. Well, yeah, and and destroyed the shackles. Thank you for acknowledging the heart of the work there. Okay. Hang on, wasn't there a supply somewhere right around here? Yeah, I'm sure I saw one. Oh, I just unstealthed myself very cunningly. Yeah, there it is. Anyhow, so they attribute to Galadriel the initiative to summon the Grey Company. And yes, yeah, so I agree. Someone initiated that. Someone initiated the timing of that. And I think I don't see any reason to question Legolas and Gimli. I think that they clearly... Okay, now hang on. Where is the last dude? Oh, he's in the opposite direction, in fact. No, that's where I turn in the quest. Oh, he's right at hand. It's like right next to me or something. Oh. Excellent. I see no reason to question Legolas and Gimli. Now, keep in mind, there is sometimes reason to question. If just because a character says something in the text doesn't necessarily mean that they're right. And that's an important thing to remember. Sometimes this is where you get in a lot of trouble. In my opinion, you should get in trouble. Anyway, this is one of the problems when people take quotes out of context. My favorite is when you quote something from the text and then just attribute it to Tolkien, which is like, in a sense, of course, perfectly true. Tolkien did in fact write that, but it's not like the sentiment is necessarily something that Tolkien is going to personally endorse. So it's a little bit odd. So that's kind of obvious, right? So if you were to quote something that like Saruman or, Gorbag or somebody like that says and just attribute it to Tolkien, that would be a little bit unfair, right? It'd be a little bit unjust. But that's kind of obvious, right? Kind of obvious that that's the case. What's less obvious is when you have a character who says something and you assume that sort of belief on behalf of the, like that belief of the character has authority, right? And it isn't necessarily true. It might be, but it isn't necessarily true. So it's perfectly valid to ask. They believe this is the reason this happened. Are they right or are they wrong? But I don't see. So hang on, let me come back to that. Let me talk to Akhrûn first here.
What would you?
This food and these supplies should assist us on our long journey. Even the Mygond spur is not without treachery. Spur, like an actual geological feature. Okay. And the Sea of Nurn is too vast and deadly to risk sailing across. Do not worry. This is the path we must take, just as you have taken your own path. Okay. Happy to help. Hang on, now I'm curious about this spur. Oh, there it is, the Mygond spur. Right down there. So this is the Mygond spur. I gotcha. It's the spur of rock that of mountain that comes in, and so they've got to go through or around it in order to get down to Nurn. Totally tracking with you now, Akhrûn. We are together again. We shall depart and take a long and secretive footpath over the mountains to Nurn. You have done much, and I thank you. No longer do you need to risk your life to help me, though. We can manage from here. And she's only going to give me the boots that I don't need. Yeah, well, it's the thought that counts. Before we part ways, there is something I think you should know about Naerband. When flames poured from the mountain and created the lake of fire, the heat reached all the way underneath the prison fortress and burned alive those within. Ugh. I'm kind of sorry to hear that. I overheard the story from orcs while I was imprisoned. The prison is still run by a black uruk known far and wide as Thraknûl. He was known as the Dark Lord's chief torturer. It seems Thraknûl is still running Naerband as a prison even after the tower fell. Does the Uruk serve a new master? I know not. You decided it would be worthwhile to investigate further the matter of Thraknûl. I wish you luck. Be careful, Gryfflet. If Thraknûl catches you, you may never see the outside of Naerband again. Well, Aragorn will be around eventually, you know? But I hear you. I hear you. Okay, what do we get? Oh, I get a weapon? A club? Really? It's not even an upgrade over my more, you know, the stiletto, which is a little bit more in Gryfflet's idiom, you know, than a club. Yeah, okay. Well, that's fine. I don't want to complain, Akhrûn. Bye, guys. Have fun in Nurn. Oh, look, there's a treasure catch with no treasure down there. Okay. Right now I'm just going back to that. Now is when I go back to that gate. And it's straight across, right? So if I just come in from the outside like this, I should be able to get a clue without wandering about looking for supplies and whatnot and shackles. I should be able to get more clearly the layout of the place. Right, yeah, you can see the Mordor-built gate is straight inside. That's cool. All right, cool. Anyway, so as I was saying, now, when I say there's no reason to doubt, let me explain a little bit what I mean by that. Because, of course, there is sometimes. If a character, I think like the general rule, right, pretty much has to be, if a character says, you know, gives an explanation for something, you know, that happens outside of the narrative or, you know, gives the rationale behind it and stuff, we kind of have to accept it unless we have a reason not to. We're sometimes given a reason. We might have another character who gives us an alternative reading, for instance, who gives us an alternative interpretation of what actually happened. Sometimes we will be privy to events or conversations not heard by that other character, so that we actually do know more than they do, and therefore are not, we have reason to question what they say because we know that our scope of knowledge is greater than theirs. But with Legolas and Gimli in this instance, oh, here we go. Oh, now is the time. What do we got? Servants of Urodani. With the knowledge of Urodani and her Gashai followers, you decide to defeat with knowledge. Okay, now that we're familiar, now that we've broken the ice, which is a really bizarre expression to use of the Gashai, you decide to defeat some of Orodani's lesser followers in the hopes of loosening her grip upon the prison fortress. Okay. Having gotten to know you a little bit better, I've decided to kill you all. Fine. Okay. You know, sometimes that could, I suppose, be how a relationship progresses, though it's not what I would generally endorse. But, yeah. Okay, anyway. Many prisoner voices wail through the walls of Naerband. Perhaps if you could find some jailer keys, you might be able to let loose some of the denizens of Naerband. Well, now that we know how the keys work, I suppose. Yeah, Drowsnake says I should at least take them to dinner first. Well, I mean, I think like we've gone through the flirtation process here in the outer courtyards, right? Now okay. No, it's how it is. It's how it is. What can we do? Thraknûl's torture devices line the walls of Naerband. I'll take that on faith. His torturers inflict pain upon Thraknûl's enemies and victims. Seeing these atrocities firsthand, which I assume I will in fact do before very long, you take it upon yourself to put a stop to these vile activities. Defeat orc torturers and destroy torture devices. Okay. So what do you think? Burn or explode? I think I'm going to blow them. I think explode. My guess is that when I destroy them, they're going to blow up. Those are the two primary modes. Are there any other modes? Like when I'm destroying things like burning tents, etc., it's generally either blow up or burn or set on fire, right? Okay. All right. Well, no, this is going to be great. I'm looking forward to this. 6 torturers, 8 torture devices, 12 keys. Wow. And doubtless I'll have to collect all 12 before I actually can set anyone free. And then only 4 warriors and 8 flame spirits. And now I'm entering Naerband. Here it goes. Here it comes. Ready? Ta-da! Into Naerband. Did that finish? No, it still doesn't care. Yeah, I did enter Naerband. Here I am. I should decide to infiltrate. Yeah, well, that's what I'm doing. Oh, there we go. How about that? The smell of burnt flesh permeates the air around you. Okay, you see, I had to get the atmospheric text. Now I've arrived. Search Naerband for information about Thraknûl. Okay, lying around. Will it be in documentary form? Am I looking for filing cabinets? I think that's what I'm looking for. I'm assuming I'm looking for Thraknûl's filing cabinets. It doesn't tell me how many filing cabinets I need to find. But, you know, I am sure they're here. Yes, having smelled the burned flesh, you decide to look for documents of Thraknûl. Exactly. Yeah, no, that's it. I need to find some documentary evidence that I can take before a congressional hearing, obviously. Okay, this is an altar with chunks of people on it, but yet is not technically classified torture device. It's I think it's officially classed as torture paraphernalia, which would be a totally different quest. How are we defining device here, people? Hi, Brooke. Now, do you count now? Oh, yes, you might have a key, but you're annoying. Let me see if I can get a key from us annoying people. No, just another one of you. And that's, the stairs go around. Let's carry on. Okay. Up and around the corner. Some sort of register inside a locked guard room. I found the filing cabinet. Oh, that's delightful. Okay, excuse me. Could you just turn around briefly? Thank you. Really appreciate it. That was accommodating of you. And you have a key. And I hope you do too. You're both equally oh, fantastic. That was very obliging of you. Now, let us... Oh, I can't open the door? Using that has no effect. Well, then, what am I... Is it just going to open when the time is right? Hey, Orchidace. Yeah, sorry. Okay, sorry, you've got to go. Yes. So anyway, yes. Sorry, let me wind back then. What I was saying before I totally lose my train of thought, what I was saying was that I don't see any other additional information that we get that would justify our doubting Legolas and Gimli's interpretation that it was Galadriel who sent for the Grey Company, because she saw that it was time, right? And I think it's particularly cool because think of the relevance that it happens. Yes, of course, it's relevant to the overall strategic situation, right? She knows that after leaving Lothlorien, Aragorn is heading towards Minas Tirith, and things are going to come to a head. Like, it is time for the Grey Company to ride. It is time for the Dunedain of the North to return to action, right down here in Minas Tirith. But in addition, there's also a very, very personal connection with Aragorn. Remember that Aragorn is desirous of marrying Galadriel's granddaughter. And Galadriel obviously knows the sort of deal that Elrond put into place, right? That he will only give his daughter in marriage to the, combined king of Gondor and Arnor. In other words, you can marry her when we win. To summon Aragorn's people, the Dunedain of Arnor, there's a real significance there. There's a real relevance to, there's a sort of endorsement, if you see what I mean, of Aragorn's entire appeal, his desire to marry Arwen. She's like abetting the cause. Not only by increasing, so when she sees the time is now, right? The time is now for the Dunedain to ride forth. The time for the recovery of the kingship is now. The moment when Aragorn. So this also does mean, like, again, strategically, yeah, this will help. That was kind of neither. Oops. Yeah, sorry. Neither exploding nor burning. Anyway, so yeah, strategically it works, from that perspective, but it also has that personal significance as well, right? I am going to actively take a step that will lead to the bringing together of Arnor and Gondor and the establishment of you as the overall and unquestioned king and leader of both, which is the prereq to your marrying my granddaughter. Yeah, Edith, I end up kind of pulverizing the torture. You know what it is? It's the same animation that you get when you destroy eggs, like spider eggs and stuff back in Lingris. I'd forgotten about that one. Okay, so there's explode, burn, and pulverize. So yeah, we're pulverizing torture equipment, which is cool. Okay, got a captive, which one of these days I will set free. What do I got? I still need 5 keys. I might as well just get those because I'm passing a bunch of Nurnhoth now, and if I don't set them free now, I'm going to have to retrace my steps all over the place. Where are you going? Okay. So yeah, let me just... What's going on over here? You got a berserker, and what do we have? A leader. And a defiler headed my way. Okay, fine. Anyway, so yes, I think it was clearly Galadriel. I don't think, by the way, Orchideus, that Dias, two E's there. Sorry, I missed that. Orchideus. I don't think that she was like holding the company in Lorien for the month to give them the head start, but I do think it's clear. She read many hearts and minds that day, right? Namely, the day that they arrived. And I do think that she sent the message right away, so that they were able to start their journey down promptly. Okay. All right, stop messing around, Gryfflet. And neither of them... Oh. Okay, no, I got the keys. I still can't set those dudes free? I can just open prison doors now? Oh, okay. Yeah, I hate that I don't get the... All right. Search Naerband for the guard. What guard? The guard abandoned the post. Did he? What am I talking about here? Search for the guard. That's the filing cabinet quest, isn't it? I saw the place where the records were kept, the register, right, in the filing cabinet, obviously. And I guess a guard abandoned it. I must have missed that because I was paying attention to something else. Okay. All right. Fine. So there was a guard who ran away from the filing cabinet, and he's probably got the filing cabinet key. So I have to find him. I thought I killed them both, those guards. But, you know, maybe. Okay, those bows are spiky, but they're not designed for torture. They're designed for combat. So they're torture adjacent, but they're not. Hey, Mr. Troll, should I open this door? No? Last offer. Okay, so I'm finding prison doors now, but I still can't open them. How about you guys? Y'all want out? What are they doing in there? It's like a praise and worship service or something? Maybe this little goblin is the praise leader. That's what I'm going to tell myself. Those orcs are, you know, singing gospel songs and getting into it. Okay. So lots of... This is the wing of prisoners we don't want to release, I guess. Oh, look, the fiery area where the lava all came in. I bet I don't want to go down there. Or do I? I don't think orcs use hymnals or slides, JJ. I think that it's more of a call and response kind of deal. That's why there was the one goblin in the middle and the others gathered around. Okay. All right. So that was uneventful, surprisingly, but there was another. I could go down over here. Oh. Or not. Okay. That was a short trip. And that's the end. So, as I am in the... Let us look for symmetry. Hang on. So, that was the... Right. Those are the downstairs tunnels I just explored, north and south. But now let's go back... Let's go back east. Because we could get north and south from here. Hey, look, a glowing door. It's a prison cell. Oh, goodness. Yikes, who do you imprison in here? The Jolly Green Giant? That is an unnecessarily large door, he says hopefully, hoping it's not a, ancient dragon. No, it's just that one Nurnoth? Well, you can't be too careful, is what I think. You had one Nurnoth in there. I mean, it looks like you could imprison a rogue Oliphant in there. Guess I shouldn't complain on account of those doors are big enough I shouldn't miss them. All right, we're unlocking doors. We're in business now. Oh, I see. Sometimes it's a rebel war leader, and sometimes it's a Nurnoth. So it's like a potluck prison break. Potluck prison break. Gotcha. And I pulled this ungrateful specimen. Okay, fine. What do we get this time? Oh, just a sentry. This one's kind of like a little booby prize. All right. And we get to do this 9 more times. Just think how fun. Okay. Now, is this a little overlook? Why is this ledge here? Okay. All right. So this is the big... No, it's not even the big central chamber. It's just kind of above and below. This is the main route through. Still can't do anything for you, Nurnoth Captain. Obviously cowering there and waiting to be freed. Okay. Oh, these are pillories, which also are not counting as torture devices. That too is torture paraphernalia, apparently, or maybe being in the pillory is not torture so much as public shame and discomfort, and so therefore not really rising to the level of torture device. Yeah, there are more doors down here, so we're good. I'm looking around. A salamander. That was unexpected. What'd you do, man? What are you in for? Is he a pet? Is he... I don't know. He killed the heck out of me, though. Arson. Yeah, almost certainly. Man, that AoE in a very confined space was not so great. It's all right. He was in there preemptively for hobbit murder. Yeah, I agree. Now, those grindstones are tools. Like, could you use them as torture devices? Yes, but that's not its intended purpose. So I think the intention of the craftsman has something to do with what counts. These doors are super fancy as well as unnecessary. Hey, I won! I got a Nurnoth that time. Okay. Instead of something that was going to burn my face off. Will they all be different, the bad guys? I want a Mûmakil to come out at least once. A Mordor warrior? Come on, that's kind of dull. The door is big enough, for one thing. And it would be funny, for another thing, to open the door and it's like, bewildered Mûmakil. Okay. Well, let's keep touring around this room. Sorry, Mr. Captive. Wish I could help you, but I can't, apparently. Okay. Did I get this whole corner? I think I did. No. Oh, and there's another set of stairs. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? Flame Spirit! Oh, hi! Yeah, I need 8 of you fellows, and I was wondering when I was going to meet you. Okay. Yeah, I think arson is kind of endemic. Now, I'm going to use the stairs, but I just want to make sure oh, okay, this is where I started with those doors. Right, okay. So I have gone all the way around the corners, I think, of this room now, which still leaves me 5 doors short, puzzlingly. Ooh, flame spirits live down there. Okay, in this basement. All right, we've got another door down here. We've got... I still need another little torturer wing. But let's see, I'll try to get my... It looks as if the former guard had been recently tortured. I still have no idea where I'm getting this information from. I mean, I haven't even found a filing cabinet. This wheel with the flame spirit by, you know what it's reminding me of? It looks vaguely like the pile of spinning wheels that they burn at the beginning of Sleeping Beauty. Anyway, sorry. Okay. Oh yeah, I can't stealth these guys because they're gonna burn me with their AoE. So let's just have a group project here and see how that goes. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay. Great. Yeah, no, you guys are being very accommodating, and I really do appreciate it. Okay. So that was 4. Excellent. And a singed page! Oh, I love this area. Oh, and I think there's an official torture device, TM, over there. Manufacturer approved for torture.
You'd think we were digging into Mount Doom itself. The slaves keep collapsing and asking for water. We have a good laugh at them, then whip them back to work.
I forgot about the page, and I was like, who is talking all of a sudden? I was just like, okay, that was freaky. Chamber lever. Show me the filing cabinet. You hear the door to the torture chamber unlock. Excellent. The filing cabinet will soon be mine. After I fight this flame spirit. Okay. Now, where do I go? Where was the torture chamber again? Oh, I see right where the torture device, TM, is. No, I'll go all around and try to find the door. Oh, jail door. Jail door. Which is now open. There it goes. Because I flipped the switch. Former guard. Here was once a guard. Huh. Okay. Now, you should be able to find out what is in the guard's register. Okay, what did I do by clicking on him? Was I getting a key? I mean, to just demolish that little torture device, TM. And then... So I think I was getting a key. Oh, let's hope this opens from the inside too. Oh, good. Just like jail doors are wont to do. Okay, so this is excellent. I better finish up my flame spirits while I'm here. Oh, hey, there's 2 of them. Gryfflet's just going to guardian these dudes. Okay, no, I want to target you. Can we do that? Good, good. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, we're going to target the... And you look lovely. Like the flames, it's a gorgeous color of orange and red. I really love how the flames emerge from your, like, sternum there. Much better than just the red glowing look. It really is. That was only 7. Okay, I need 1 more. But I don't see any of the doors, any of the potpourri doors, or the potluck doors, potluck prison doors. I want to play the prison potluck game some more because it's kind of fun. It's like suspenseful, but, you know, and exciting. Did I go around this corner? I'm not sure that I did. Now I'm not sure that I wanted to, but it's pretty dull. Okay. Oh, there is a thing next to the quest. Retrieve and read the guard's register. Oh, that's the filing cabinet button. Here, they give you a convenient filing cabinet button, which is great. I've always wanted one. It's really the last step in Gryfflet's, long-standing and well-established career as a paralegal. Okay, now there's nothing in these. No, nothing but mist. And no one's going to slam the door behind me and imprison me dramatically or anything. Yes, my illustrative administrative career. That's it. Gryfflet has been sorting and filing for many years, going back to the Arnor of Dunedain. Oh, see, this explains it all. The reason they're doing all of that, like filing and sorting and everything, is honing their administrative and bureaucratic skills so that they can one day help Aragorn administer the country. Yes. Yes. Who knew that, like, training the next level of the bureaucracy was, like, so well provided for and anticipated in Lotro. I think I'm done. I think there are no more flame spirits. I think there's nothing else to see down here. So let me see if I can go upstairs. Now all I have to do is find the stairs. Hey! Stairs! Okay. Here we go. Now those chains hanging from the ceiling, those are not approved torture devices. They're chains which could be used for many perfectly harmless and constructive purposes. And so therefore they don't count. They could be repurposed, but that is an exploitation of their usage and not intended, indeed potentially wholly disclaimed by the manufacturers. No. Oh, hang on, there's stairs up. I think, is that new? Do I want that? Have I been up here? Is this a Mr. Skirmishers? Okay. Oh, right. This is the original hallway, isn't it? I haven't been up. But maybe I should go. Hang on. Do I go back to find the register? Because if I'm right, and, my memory of these layouts is almost always flawless. Right, that was where I came in, and that was the door I couldn't open. That's the door that I suspected all along had the filing cabinet behind it. Okay. So I'll just fight all y'all. Okay. Good. Good. No, this is going fine. All right. There is absolutely a Quenya translation for all y'all. See, because Quenya has all of the plural pronouns that it needs. I found the filing cabinet. It looks like an altar, but it's actually a filing cabinet. And now I can click the filing cabinet button. Oh, this is a moment. Okay. The register contains text about the coming and goings of prisoners, jailers, and torturers. Okay. Entering Naerband. Rancolor. Really? The Rancor came in? No, Rancolor came in. Gundluk, Kalsalum, Madurzabrat, Hugluk. Yeah, that's it. Akatar, Thraknûl, Urudani, and Rashhai collectively. Okay. Exiting Naerband, Urudani. All of them came in, only one came out. Entering Naerband again. Ragerburg, Gothgash, Ukulshak, Thraknûl, Kulm, Dorashaktar, and Shara. Oh, no, and also Boltru, Gazran, Karku, and Urudani. I'm going to guess who left. Urudani again. Oh, Thraknûl, he stuck around. Urudani and the Gashai. Entering Naerband. We got a bunch more folks. Shachil, Morgru, Kurth, Gagnor, Razash, Lichtarluk, Kolsgoth, Thark, Hurag, Rafshatob, Thraknûl again, Urudani, and the Khashai. And who's going to exit? Gryfflet alone. That's who. There we go. You know, somebody worked hard making all those black speech names. So, you know, let's have a dramatic reading. Okay. Many enter, one leaves. All right. So that was cool, but I still need more torturers, torture devices. I still have more prison potluck to play. So let's see, what's this way? We've got a warriors and then a blank gate. So nobody actually cares. Do we? No. And we can't? No. Dead end. Well, that's disappointing. So I'll carry on down this route. And I think I've been all the way on the downstairs on that side. Let me go straight ahead and make sure. Because I don't think I went all the way this way because I turned right. As is my wont when I'm trying to navigate through things. Okay. No, this is where I came from. Yeah, this is where we went down. And then, right, because straight I couldn't go. It's just a view of that big room with the prison potluck doors. Okay, so let's go upstairs then, because I think this is the only place I haven't been. We'll head upstairs. And we've got the mezzanine overlook and more prison potluck. Let's play. Here we go. Roll the dice. Come on, no whammies. Nurn, yes. Oh, good has been done here. Okay. Ooh. 3 more and I need 4, naturally. Okay, come on. Here we go. Big money, big money. Maybe big money's his name. A Mordor Black Arrow. Not a Mûmakil, but almost as much fun. Okay. All right. 3 more times I get to play prison potluck. Oh, just a sentry. Come on now. All right, here we go. Penultimate door. Mûmakil, Mûmakil, Mûmakil. Oh, a warrior. The war leader was at least kind of dramatic. Okay. All right. Oh, here's the other one. I missed it. It was the other side of the hallway. Here it is. My final door. Mûmakil. Come on. Oh, an archer. Oh, ending with a whimper. That's too bad. After opening numerous prison doors to free prisoners in Naerband, you realize that Thraknûl is not just capturing Nurnhoth, but also many of the orcs and uruks formerly under the command of Sauron. Either Thraknûl is vying for power, or he has gone mad. Or, you know, both. The key to chaos. Okay, so now the filing cabinet quest just has me completing the other two now. So he's got to find the torturers. Uradani's warriors. Haven't I killed a whole slew of those? No, it's the Gosh High warriors. Okay. Oops, I wasn't making that distinction sufficiently carefully before. I might have missed a bunch of those, just mistaking them for the other warriors. Anyway, was there a way through over here? No, because I can't get in there. Fine. Okay. No problem. So we will descend from the place where we finished up from the mezzanine level. Except I'm not descending. I'm now like coming back in again, I think. Oh man, we got nothing but prison doors up here. But no Mûmakil. Okay. So we're... Alright, y'all are skirmishers. Anyway, yeah, so I use y'all, not because I'm from the South, so at the risk of cultural appropriation, I use that y'all and all y'all, because they're both extremely useful syntactical structures that my own dialect of English lacks. English strongly needs, like we have historically lost to our very great cost, the second person plural. We use the same plural you for singular and plural, and it's a great shame. And sorry, I don't mean that in the sense that it's a disgrace. I'm not disgraced by it, just disappointed, you know. So I'm... Where are the other torture places? Did I miss something? Another side passage? There's still Nurnoth captives that I'm leaving cowering as if I don't even care, which makes me uncomfortable. Oh, hang on. What's this one? Oh, yeah. I think I missed this. Okay. All right, we got another upstairs area here. Yeah, use guys, or you ones, shortened to yins, like in Pittsburgh, is also cool. I just like y'all is kind of more universal. Hey, this looks a little torture-y. I don't see manufacturers approve torture devices. Oh, there's one. There's one. We're on the trail now. Okay, hang on. Who are you? You are just a Gosh High warrior? No, we don't care. And you are also a Gosh High warrior, but over here is a torturer. Yeah, so now all y'all is my understanding is imperfect because like it's not my native dialect. So those of you who are more fluent in like Texan or the South, it's just like standing up there posturing. I had no idea he was even relevant to me. Thought he was having just his own little, seizure up there. Okay. Those of you who are more familiar with the dialect can perhaps help me. So, y'all, all y'all is a form of y'all, but it tends to be used in a different case, for different cases. I mean, grammatical cases. So, like in the nominative case, you would always use all y'all, right? So if you like I would say, hi, y'all, but I would say, all y'all come over here, right? Because then all y'all is a pronoun that's being used in the nominative case as the subject of the verb to come, right? So that's one understanding that I have, is that I would use all y'all when I'm wanting to use y'all in the nominative. So the second person plural nominative would be all y'all. But it seems to be also sometimes simply used as descend into another smoky region here. Two dudes beating up a troll. Well, like, you do you, I guess. But sometimes it seems like all y'all can also be a distinguishing. Ooh, there's a page in here. I will fight all y'all. Like that, right? So there's y'all, which just means like the group of them collectively. And then there's all y'all, meaning like I'm being inclusive, right? When I say I'm going to fight y'all, I mean all y'all. Like y'all are there. Y'all are there and you're being plural. But it is the plurality of you. Like the entirety of you. I'm making no exceptions. And so in that case, I could say I'm going to fight y'all, but it would be more precise to say I'm going to fight all y'all. Because, I mean, like every single one of you. Right, yeah, as an emphasis thing. Right, because you can be plural while still remaining a subset of the whole group of people. Right, so you do need the distinction. Can you use y'all in the nominative, though? Like, do you say y'all come over here? That's really in the imperative. But imperative is what we often use when it comes to second person.
Well, those slaves were ash faster than you could cut a throat. Huh. And not a few orcs and uruks, too.
Okay, now I've got another singed page. Oh, it's a singed page bonanza. And more flame spirits. And oh, this is wonderful. Oh, this burning basement is like a treasure trove. It's the Chamber of Wonder for Gryfflet. Oh, that was all the flame spirits I needed, but as I can't stealth myself and I need to roam about this room a little bit, I'm going to have to ask you to perish as well. Okay, so here's my torture device. Y'all listen up? Yeah, you can say y'all listen up. That's true. But all y'all would in that instance be just more emphatic. Right? All y'all listen up. You can say that.
I can't find a plainer way to say it. She was wreathed in flame. No.
Because, yes, it emphasizes, all y'all, emphasizes, I am speaking to a plural you without exceptions, right? So don't think you're an exception to this thing I'm about to say, right? I'm talking to all y'all right now. So if you did want to make 100% sure that everybody is listening when you say, y'all listen up, you'd say, all y'all listen up. Yeah. Okay. So, let me see if I can burglariously pulverize some torture devices without even alerting those torturers, because that would be awesome. Okay. That's it. Woohoo! Look at that. I made level 117. Wait, there were some Urdani warriors in here too? No. These are just high warriors. Oh, I'm like, wait, I got another quest. No, it's just a festival invite. What weren't they? Yeah, these are just high warriors. Oh, up one of the side stairs? Okay, hang on. Because that's all I need now. Now I've got to go back and find all the Uridani's warriors I've been ignoring because I wasn't observing the fine distinction of rank here. I'm stuck in the hearth. Okay, that's fine. I'm more or less lost now. Okay, back into the troll chamber where that troll is still nursing the wounded shoulder that was being hacked at by the torturers, whom I think very kindly. Are these dudes? Oh, they are! Yeah, good call. Oh, that's splendid. Now I just need one? Where do I go to find one? Gryfflet stuck on the hearth sounds like a problem in a fairy tale. Kind of does. What is it? Gryrendes? Gryrendes? Gryrendes. I betcha. Just trying to make sure to figure out how to pronounce your name. Gryrendes. Excellent. Okay, so one more Urudani warrior. If you were an Urudani warrior, where would you be? Not really down here in the hallway. I'm going to, well, not, I was going to say I'm going to cheat. I'm not going to cheat. I'm just going to take the shortcut, I think. That is, I'm going to go back up here and wait for those two dudes to regen. That is, if I can retrace my steps to that door. Where was it? It was around the corner. Hang on. Right, it was down here, and then up those little flight of stairs. Then sooner or later you're going to regen, right, my Urudani warrior friends? Oh wait, that one was wandering up and down the corridor? Oh, that's a good call. So the patrolling one, I remember that one was like one of those berserkers or leaders or something, but okay. How do I get out of here again? Now I'm just lost. I took a wrong turning. Okay. Hey, Mr. Torture. Are we we're on the mezzanine level of the troll viewing? Right. Okay. So I have to go around and down from here. I think it's on the other side of the mezzanine. Or maybe here. Okay. Okay. Okay, so the first one I fought joined in when I was getting to the filing cabinet originally. Great. Okay, so let's see. Then Here we are. Back in the hall. There he is! Look, you were precisely correct. That is excellent. Thank you for that. Really appreciate it. Now, my final Uridani's warrior. Now I can find out what next to do in my filing cabinet quest. You have successfully defeated many of those who faithfully served Uridani. Yes. I'm like defeating your backup singers as we go. Listen closely to the noise. Wait, you hear a noise echoing through the prison. Yeah. It's my annoyance at this defiler that you're currently hearing echoing through the prison halls. Now, let's have some hush, defiler. We're listening. No! Akhrûn has been recaptured! It cannot be born. Now, in this enormous prison complex that I have explored, where would you put Akhrûn? Hopefully not behind a random prison door. I can't even ask like this Nurnhoth here if he sees. Not up on the mezzanine level. I guess we'll have to try downstairs. I get no hints, huh? Just find Akhrûn. Akhrûn is in Naerband. Yeah, thanks for that. Super helpful. Okay. Here's the first torture chamber that I found. Akhrûn being tortured in here? No. Okay. This is like just a little side torture chamber. Okay, here's my central hall. Tubmong, that's a great question. Do we know much about the nature and geography of Rhûn other than that there are Easterlings and Mûmakil there? No, actually, the Mûmakil are mostly in the south, actually, in Harad. It's the Haradrim who bring the Mûmakil. So we don't even know that. So the short answer, which I can give you today, is not much. Do we know much? No. The answer to that question is no, we do not know much. But as you know, probably, I am unlikely to only say that. All right, let me see if Akhrûn is down here with the bad guy prisoners. This is the Orc wing. The Orc control wing of the... Aha! Ta-da! Found you. We were ambushed. We were ambushed at the mountain's base on our way to Nurn. I've been brought here by Rashai. Thraknûl plans to torture me and make an example of me to those who care not for his twisted rules. Let's escape. Show me the shackles. Show me the shackles. I'll do a hack attack. Okay. I get a ring. Pathfinder ring. Okay, I guess I could have 2 Pathfinder rings at least. Not that that is visible, but... Okay, I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there so I can get my quests from her next time, and we'll start on our next phase. But we did well. I found like 3 singed pages, so that's a good day. How many singed pages do I have left? What are we looking at here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 pages. That's cool. We're like halfway done with the singed pages. Almost. I've got 7 out of 15. Okay, cool. So we're turning the corner, preparing to turn the corner on the singed pages. I finished, what's it called? Orodir. And now I'm in Naerband and working my way through that. We're making some good progress here. And of course, now we can help the Nurnhoth again. That'll be great. Okay. Thank you, Edith, for confirming that I found all that were in here, because I would not want to have to creep around to Naerband again just looking for pages. Okay, so we will, I hope, complete Naerband next time and get Akhrûn and her people actually on the way to Nurn. And then we will continue to head around. We have, after this, we still have Enin-Ur to do, but I hope to learn a lot more about Urudani before we leave Naerband. So we'll see. That's what we'll plan to do next time. Next time, speaking of next time, that next Friday is the 4th of July. That's Independence Day for us Americans. So I think I won't be able to be here next week because I believe I am celebrating Independence Day by taking my wife away for the weekend. So I think we're going to leave on Friday. So I won't be here next Friday, but nor the Friday after that. Yeah. Okay. 18th, but I will be back on the 18th. I think the 18th and the 25th, should be fine. So yes, ironically, we will. You're right, Drusnik. We'll have to delay Akhrûn's independence for an Independence Day. Does seem a shocking reason to cancel setting free Akhrûn. But we'll just have to kind of live with that irony, I suppose. Anyhow, okay. So. There is one more, Edith. That's good to know. I'll keep in mind. Hopefully it's just like I will still be finding it in the natural course of things as we go along here. But anyway, so it looks like the second half of the month should be relatively promising. 18th and 25th are looking good. So I will plan on that, but I won't be here for the next 2 weeks after this. Okay, so I'll see y'all in 3 weeks. I'll see all y'all. Well, maybe I'll see all y'all, maybe I won't. But I'll see y'all for sure in 3 weeks on the 18th of July, which is when Gryfflet will return for his triumphant completion of the Naerband quest lines. Thanks, everybody. Stay tuned for Druid's Fire, and I will see you soon. Bye now. Thanks for joining in on my rambles around Standing Stone's brilliant digital adaptation of Tolkien's world. If you enjoy these adventures, please consider supporting this and other entertaining educational programming by donating at signumuniversity.org/fund.